Hello and welcome to my channel. I am your host and I am going to tell you some interesting facts about sciences. But before starting, you need to subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for the latest updates. So let's get started with the chemistry. Our topic is about the periodic table. So what is the periodic table? The periodic table is a list of elements arranged in the order of increasing proton number as I have written for your easiness. The periodic table consists of groups and periods. First of all, groups. Groups are the vertical columns of elements. There are total 8. The group 8 is sometimes called the group O and run from top to bottom. I can show you the groups in my periodic table. You may see here over the group 1, this is the vertical row of elements. Same is the case with the group 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7 and the group O or group 8. You may see this charge is 1 plus, 2 plus. This means that they lose their electrons. The positive sign indicates that they lose their electrons. 1 plus means that the elements in the group 1 can lose their 1 valence electron from their valence shell. While going to the group 5, I can explain the 3 negative, which means that the elements in the group 5 need 3 more electrons to get them stable. This case does not apply for the first 4 elements as they need 2 valence electrons to get balanced while the other needs 4. So now next, the periods. Periods are the horizontal row of elements. They are 7 in number and run from left to right. I can show you over here the periods. These horizontal row are known as periods. There is only one element in the period 1 and that is hydrogen, and the lithium, beryllium, boron and carbon, they are in the period 2, and going downwards you can see the number of periods. I can show you over here. This is the period 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. So first of all, starting from the groups and the elements in the group 1, they are the most reactive when they're in the room temperature. Their reactivity increases down the group. For example, they are most reactive in the room temperature. Their reactivity increasing down. For example, the lithium is the least reactive in the first column of the groups, and the francium is the most reactive in the group 1. While the number of shell increases down the group and stays same in the period. I can explain this also means that the number of shells, for example, number of electrons stays the same, the shells increases in going down the group while the number of shells stays the same. For example, cesium is in the group 6 while the hafnium is also in the group 6, but the number of their shells is always the same. Next, the group 1 elements are called alkali metals. They are soft, have low melting and boiling points and have low densities. But going down the group, the melting, boiling point and density increases. For example, lithium is the least dense and it has the least melting and boiling point than potassium. So they are highly reactive with water and air, so they are stored in oil. They form ionic compounds. Next, the difference between the group 1 elements and group 7 elements is that the group 7 elements are called halogens or salt formers. I may write it over here. When they react, they form salts. They are diatomic, means that there are 2 atoms when they react. I can show you the group 7 elements. They're called fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine and acetylene are the elements in the group 7. They are colored. This is the most amazing fact about the group 7 elements. Their melting and boiling point increases down the group same as in the group 1. Their color becomes darker when going down the group and their reactivity increases up the group. As in the group 1, their reactivity decreases up the group. Here the reactivity increases up the group. Let me explain you. For example, we have acetylene. This is the least reactive element in the group 7, while the chlorine is more reactive than acetylene. I have written here same. The chlorine is most reactive than bromine and bromine is more reactive than iodine. Now coming to the group O or group 8 elements. They are noble gases, stable. This means that they have 8 electrons in their valence shells. They are monatomic, means that more than 2 atoms arranged in one molecule. They are colorless at room temperature. You may have seen somewhere neon, the color, the gas shows in the lights. That is stable at the room temperature, and they are unreactive because they have 8 valence electrons. Now the last topic in our this video is transition metals. This is these are the transition metals. The block between group 2 and group 3 is the block of transition metals. Transition metals, they form colored compounds when they react, and they have high melting and boiling point and densities. Like copper is used in the wire making industry because it has a very high melting and boiling point, and it cannot be melted by the current easily, and they are catalysts in some reactions. Hope you liked it. So again, I will request you, please subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for the latest updates. Stay tuned for the next video. Thank you.